Hello, good evening everybody. This is my father here and my mother here, and they'll be here watching as the audience as I conduct my speech. Alright, thank you guys. Alright, today I'm going to be giving an informative speech about public speaking anxiety. Starting off with a quote. Marie Curie, a famous scientist, once said, quote, "Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood," unquote. Stage fright, performance anxiety, the jitters, butterflies, aka the feeling that you get before you go on a stage or you publicly present yourself. We've probably all experienced it at some point. Heck, even today before conducting my speech, I had to conduct myself, I had to gather myself and gather all the information that I was going to present today, and just truly get the pre-angst emotions down. But these past few days, to better understand and cope with public speaking anxiety, I've truly dived into the etymology of it all. And I've come to find and figure out that a study conducted in 2016 by a statistical research group, Statistic Brain, came to the conclusion and displayed results that 74% of the population, which is about 5.5 billion people, struggle with public speaking anxiety. Therefore, to help others better understand and cope with said emotions and angst, I'll go ahead and briefly explain some of my research. Firstly, I'll begin by describing the science involved in the origin of public speaking anxiety. So what is stage fright? The psychological term coined for stage fright is glossophobia, and has Greek roots with glossa meaning tongue and phobos meaning fear, and is best defined by Donald M. Kaplan, a psychoanalyst, in a book published in 1969. Stage fright is a morbid, my apologies, quote, "Stage fright is a state of morbid anxiety disturbing the sense of poise," unquote. As stated before, this fear affects a vast majority of the population, and once instilled into a person's mind, can lead to unconscious physiological reactions. But notice how I said the word instilled, because glossophobia is the psychological reaction to traumatizing moments. Therapist Steve Sisgold states, quote, "It is the emotional impact of such experiences that causes phobia like glossophobia to take up residence in our body-mind. As beliefs about the world and our place in it, such limiting beliefs grow and mature with us. When we face similar challenges later, the virus becomes active and dictates how we think, feel, and behave," unquote. Cool, pale skin, sweating, dilated pupils, dry mouth, a pit in your stomach are all symptoms of the fight, flight, or freeze response, which is triggered through the brain receptors processing the presence of a threat. This threat, when publicly speaking, is the possibility of failing or possibly just embarrassing yourself. Your brain makes imagination become reality, and physiological reactions such as adrenaline rushing into your bloodstream begin to happen. The body tenses up, heart rate increases, and your digestive processes begin to slow down, hence the butterflies. But now that we know and understand certain physiological and scientific definitions of stage fright, let us dive into the remedies to said symptoms. Let me start off by saying that familiarity and confidence are key in helping reduce stage fright. One must continue to remember and remind themselves that although the psychological and physiological reactions to imaginatory or perceived threatening stimuli is almost uncontrollable, the reactions are controllable. This preparation begins by firstly practicing. It helps make your mind cognitive and familiar with the material at hand, so much so that any unnecessary fear may be eased. Secondly is helping get acquainted with your speech, audience, and rooms so that stressors can be reduced while potential for confidence can be increased. Lastly, stretching and breathing exercises before or walking or pacing during a speech helps reduce adrenaline levels by keeping your body active and at peace. All in all, and with the information I've stated in mind, glossophobia or stage fright is one of the most common phobias in the world. It is an effect of psychological origins, but one in effect can trigger digestive, nervous, and circulatory systems. But although you cannot change your psychological state, you can alter how you prepare yourself. So the next time you're sweating on making a speech, don't freeze, breathe. Thank you.